Here's a counter shot. A lot of pre-match drama. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in, biting at the bit to get it on in this historic venue.
Todd, I love theatres for all these reasons. You can hear everybody in the crowd. You can hear the punches. The punches actually echo. If you're that fighter coming in and you know you're in such an intense atmosphere, you know the pressure is going to be on.
Perfect counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. They exchange punches. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. Here we go for round two. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
These two were made for each other. And he just misses with that jab. We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move, you hit and you don't get hit.
It's a flat-footed fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front, you've got to cut them off. Cut the ring off, make the ring small, put them on the back foot, put them under pressure.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Can't land that jab. A big headshot and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Well, this fighter has been down twice. They've got to up their game. Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
That counter shot lands. Jab misses. And that left hook doesn't find its target. Nope, that jab not going to score. Deontay Wilder rocked right now. He's in some serious trouble. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I gotta respect both of them. More than happy.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell. Back at it in round 4. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Hook misses. Be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. That hook won't score. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. He is down big time on the scores.
You know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Into the fight. Great round, great round. Now, relax, relax. Just stay focused. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together and put it back on. Now, I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for one shot at a time.
On to the 5th we go. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
One punch could change everything in this battle. Got out of the way of that right hook. the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Just missed with that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Needs enough.
There's the bell to start round 6. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone.
That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you continue.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Nice counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Good counter punch. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Well, if this trainer has a pep talk, now's the time. Here we go, it's round 7. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that? That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think,
oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
that's lights out right there.
You saw it here live, a knockout win. Congratulations.
A knockout victory. That is, Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout, that's an assassination. What a shot.